is the brass machine. folks, some of you may remember 2 years ago, we had the honor and the privilege of opening for the world-famous Glenn Miller Orchestra at historic Sunnybrook Ballroom in Potsdam. It was a tremendous honor and a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Well, I guess we did a good enough job because next week, 1 week from tonight, next Thursday night, May 8th, we are opening for the other world-famous Tommy Dorsey Orchestra at Sunnybrook. So, I wanted to mention that. I wanted to invite all of you to attend. The tickets are on sale now through Sunnybrook's website. But because we're associating now with Tommy Dorsey, we're going to play one of his famous tunes. And this is called I'm Getting Sentimental Over You. Now, even though Tommy Dorsey, of course, was a wonderful trombone player, this particular arrangement is a lighter arrangement, kind of featuring the sax section, and then Jeremy Hyde has a really nice solo on the flugelhorn as well. But this is one of Tommy Dorsey's most famous songs, and we hope to see you 1 week from tonight at Sunnybrook as we open for Tommy Dorsey. They're going to do a show after us, and then we're going to do a joint song together. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it. Here's I'm Getting Sentimental Over You. fortunate to have some talented vocalists every year with us. And here tonight, we're going to welcome the first of them onto our stage. And here she is to sing the very famous ballad, At Last. Please join me in welcoming Caroline Flogus.
At
Folks, we're going to bring out the second of our two terrific vocalists, and she's here to sing A Natural Woman. Please join me in welcoming junior Cecily Vu to our stage. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the last song of the jazz band this evening, and in order to start this here, I need to welcome and introduce you to a very, very special guest. And this is very special to me. When I first started at Owen J. Roberts, and one of the songs I used to start the jazz band program back up at the time in 1994 was the song you're about to hear. And I invited one of my alumni back to help me this evening. And this is John Hedrick, and John was in the class of 1998, which means this was the first class that I had all 4 years here at Owen J. Roberts. John quickly became an amazing saxophone player by his senior year, but the real notable thing about John is that he was my first student ever to graduate from high school and enter the military for music. So he joined the Army music program and traveled around the world, and was able to obtain his college degree in music, and he's now quite a professional performer, and he just recently retired from active duty. So first of all, John, thank you for your service. wife now live in Kentucky. And I was able to contact John. I knew we were going to do this song. And for me, this was, I started my career with the jazz band with this, and now I'm ending it with this song, and with John coming back as well. So it's a very special night, and we're going to feature John as well as our first lead tenor player, Austin Spranger. And I think you're going to enjoy this one. This is Fudge, Said the Judge. anymore at this point. So, all right, well, we have one more part of the program. I know it's getting late, I apologize, but the best is yet to come, folks. So, concert band, back on stage, please. Let's bring up the hot section.